What if I was to tell you that I had $1 million in my budget to buy what you had to offer? What if I was to tell you that that $1 million was there to spend over the next year? And I know that I have a problem, or at least that I have a really painful symptom to a problem. The only challenge for me as the consumer, as the customer, is that I don't know that there is a solution for my problem. All I know is that I have $1 million and I'm willing to spend it to get rid of it. The thing is, you provide the solution. You provide exactly what I need to be able to solve my problem. I don't know what that you have to offer it though. And that is the biggest challenge that companies face today, is helping their clients, their prospects, their leads understand that they solve the problems and the symptoms that they're having. And that's exactly what we're here to do today, is show you the process that you can use to make a bigger impact on the people that you want to make an impact with, so you can achieve your vision. You can help engage them with insightful and interesting information that will help them identify the gaps, so you can recommend the best product, the best service, the best offer for them, and really transform their business and their lives. And I'm going to show you today how you can add an extra $100,000 a month to your business just by doing this strategy. Now, what I'm going to be talking about for the next about 20 minutes or so is how you can actually go and implement the 6 keys to a successful launch, what the format of your marketing automation should be, and how to leverage social media and other platforms to get people offline so you can build true lasting relationships that result in a high quality ROI. At the end of it, you're going to have an opportunity to work with us one-on-one. You're going to be able to complete an application. You're going to be able to go through an application to work with us as long as we feel that you're the best fit and you feel that you're ready to take action. So have you ever heard of this company, called Apple? They make phones. They're kind of a small company. During their last launch, they made $4 billion within 72 hours, and they didn't even have a product design. All they did was they created a one-page report with a bunch of pictures telling you exactly why you would want to buy their new iPhone coming out in 6 months. They sold $4 billion in the first 3 days, which is an incredible amount. Now, if you could just take a fraction of the marketplace with what you have to offer, and you could do just a fraction of what they did with this launch, your business would be highly, highly successful. And this is one of the key components to being able to attract in enough business so that you can add an extra $1 million or more to your bottom line every year. Now, who am I? My name is Hawk Mikado. I'm the CEO of Invert. I built multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses all around the world. I've actually built an international marketing and sales agency that helps clients all around the world, and I've had the opportunity to travel to over 15 different countries. My entrepreneurial journey started when I was a really little kid. My dad brought me to the store and told me I could buy anything that I wanted in the store. And I found something that I still love to this day, which is organic dried mango. And he bought me an entire pound of mango, which was $5 at the time. And I literally scarfed the whole thing down because it was just so delicious from the time that we walked out the store to the time that we got to our car and had packed it up. And I went up to my dad and I said, "Dad, can you buy me some more? It was really good and I want more." And he looked at me, he laughed, and he said, "Son, if you want more, you're going to figure out how you can pay for it yourself, because I'm not going to buy it for you if you do that, if you're going to eat it like that." So the very next day I went into school and I started to make paper balloons and origami fortune tellers. And on my walk home, I sold them to the people who I was passing for 25 cents. By the time that I was in sixth grade, I was making more money than my parents were. And I was also, I had started my first marketing company. This was a super fun experience. And I loved doing it. I started helping friends with their business. I started helping family members with their businesses. And from that point forward, I knew that I would never be able to go back and do anything except for be an entrepreneur. When I was 18, I had built 6 different businesses. I learned a lot. I had multiple businesses that were successful and then failed. And that gave me a lot of insight. And by that point, I thought, okay, well, I've learned everything I could possibly learn about business. Within a couple of years, I had made hundreds of thousands of dollars. I had grown a successful business, and then everything just crashed. I had an absolutely devastating moment, which was actually multiple weeks long, but at this point, it looks like one moment in time where I lost everything. I lost tens of thousands of dollars. I honestly felt like I could not do another thing. I didn't know if I could go into business. I didn't know if I'd be able to even get a job. I was super down, and just life felt like it was going to end. I'm super blessed because I had the support of my family and my friends, and they encouraged me to get back on my feet. They encouraged me to go out and get mentors and support. And that support led me to really identifying what I had done that was successful and what I had done that had failed. As a result of that, I figured out the formula. And this formula has literally made millions and millions of dollars. And it's the same formula that Apple used to make billions and billions of dollars. I had some growing pains. I had to really identify. I did a lot of research. And by the beginning of 2015, I don't share the numbers with you because I want to brag. I share them with you because I want you to see the impact of having a step-by-step process and knowing exactly what to do and when to do it. Just within the first couple of months, within the first quarter of 2015, we had closed over $100,000 in business. And there was way more to come. So who am I? And who's on our team? My name again is Hawk Mikado. I focus on marketing. That is my passion. That is my sweet spot. Preston, his brilliance is around strategies for your sales, making sure that you're doing everything you need to do to make high ticket sales on a consistent basis. Jane is our director of client relations. She takes care of our clients and makes sure that our clients are really getting all the results they need to get. Some of the other people on our team are John, who does social media, Paul, who does a lot of our web and graphics, Floor she does some executive outreach, Lloyd, he helps us with lead generation. We've also added in quite a few other people to our team. Omar, Mark does our copywriting, and there are many, many more. So we're going to go over these 3 things: the 6 keys to a successful launch, the act of doing business, and marketing automation. All right, so let's jump right into the 6 keys of a successful launch. And I kind of alluded to this earlier. So we're going to go over your impact, your niche, your vision, how you engage people, recommendations so that you can make the best offer, and transforming your client. you can read. So just so you know, I'm going to go through these, but I'm not going to go and read off what it says here. Impact is one of the most important components because it is really why you do what you do for the people you do it for. This is not your own personal vision. This is the why behind what you do. This is the why behind how you're going to make the impact you're going to make. This is the result that comes out of what you have to offer to the marketplace. Once you know that, then you need to know how to actually target them. You need to know exactly who you're going to be targeting. Because when you know who you target, how you target, what they look like from a demographics or psychographics perspective, you can build a profile for them. Then you can know exactly where to find them, exactly how to find them, and you'll know how to enroll them in your vision. Because your vision is a key component to being able to take what the impact that you have, the impact that you want to have on the world, and have it on the people you want to have it on. This gets down into your reason. This gets into the how you enroll people to come onto your team to become your client. Now, I worked with Calvin here, and he is going to give us a testimonial.
What's up, guys? This is Calvin Chen, and I wanted to tell you guys today about my mentorship with Hawk Mikado. You know, when I first met Hawk, I was like, this guy's young. When I started working with him, I was like, holy cow, this guy knows a lot about business structuring and strategy, and he's really given me some good food for thought. And a healthy kick up the backside in a very friendly way. So Hawk, I really appreciate that. If you want to know more about working with Hawk and what you can really achieve with him, there's only one way to find out, and I encourage that.
So that was Calvin. He is an awesome business owner. He comes from Tony Robbins' world, and he's a personal development trainer. He has built hundreds of $1,000 businesses, invests in himself, and understands exactly what it takes to work with to get his business growing. So we spent a couple months working together. It's the same process that we now do in our VIP experiences, and he's just an incredible gentleman. All right, there we go. So now the next thing you need to do is engage your customers, and this is where your marketing comes in. This is the entry point into your funnel. And I'm going to use the word funnel. Funnel is the same as a campaign, or it's a map, a process of which you're going through, your customers are going through, starting at point A in order to get to the goal. And there are many ways to get people into a funnel. But the key component here is that you're sharing your insights. You're giving the most that you have to be able to get them in the door, get them interested, get them intrigued, and have them opt in, or so you can capture their information. You need their name, phone number, and email address. Once you've done that, now you can start to build out relationships even further. This is where marketing automation tools come in. This is where understanding exactly what their symptoms are, what their problems are, what it is that they need solved comes into play, because now when you have a conversation with them, when you start collaborating with them, you can then recommend exactly the right product or service that you want to offer them and that they need too. One of the things we found with this is that you offer what they really need, and you can actually deliver more to them because they realize that it's not just one thing that they need, it's a suite of things, it's a package of things. The last step in this process is to deliver results. I know that seems, kind of nonsensical. It's like, yeah, duh, of course, we're going to deliver results. And this is ironically one of the biggest falling points of businesses, which is why 9 out of 10 businesses fail. So Make sure you're delivering the results that you say you're going to deliver, because that's how you get them to come back and share with their friends that you delivered on what you said you were going to deliver on. All right, now the second part of the process, we're going to do a deeper dive into the act of doing business, which is your marketing and sales process. So how do you attract your ideal clients? Because this is a really key component. This is really important. You need to be able to attract in clients who can not only afford what you do, but can easily afford what you have to offer. Once you've attracted them in, then you need to share insights, share information, help them identify that they have a gap that you can solve. And in order for you to be able to help them start solving that gap, they need to opt in. They need to give you their contact information and, in essence, become a lead. Let me give you an example of somebody who can either afford or easily afford what you have to offer. Let's just say that what you have to offer, your core offer in your launch is $10,000. And you have a company that has they're making $500,000, and you have a company that's making $7 million. These are two different prospects. Now, the company that makes $500,000 has a $10,000 budget for what you do for the entire year. And the company that has a $7 million budget has a $10,000 budget for the month. So they actually have a $120,000 budget for the year. Now, which one can make an easier decision to say, oh, yeah, we can get that? Because you know what, $10,000 is only 1/12 of our entire budget. So if something does, from their perspective, they're going to think, if something goes wrong, can I get back on my feet with this? Can we fix this? So you have a much easier sell if you're targeting a company that can easily afford what you have to offer.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We just had lunch, and I happened to sit by Hawk Mikado, and businesses happen sometimes on a piece of paper or on a piece of napkin, but honestly, just that piece of paper will make me $365,000 a year with all the details and the systems that he put in place for me and the little mechanics that go with it. I am going to go from a business that is not thriving to a business that's so successful. So I'll see you next year, and I'll give you more update about that. But I'm excited to implement that system.
So that was Vivian, and she owns a chiropractic and acupuncture and massage business all in one. It's a health business. And we set up a system for her that literally makes her $365,000 in profit every single year, where she does not have to be at her business. And just so you know, the business is only open 3 days a week. Incredible story. And the reason we were able to do that is because we collaborated together. We got to really understand exactly what it is that they needed, what it is she needed. And if you can do that with your customers, you can understand exactly what they need, communicate that with them, collaborate with them, build together the right offer, then you can attract them in from online, bring them offline, and get them in the door. Of course, the last step on this is to make money rain for you. Because when you can actually deliver the results, now you can ask for more customers. You can ask them for referrals, you can ask them to come back, and they will continue spending with you. You'll also be able to achieve your goals as a company. And this is extremely important to be able to do. So if you don't have this part, this process, this system in place, and you aren't identifying exactly what your goals are, then you're not going to be as successful as if you were able to do this. Now, let's get into the technical side of things. So for all of you who don't really care for the tech, I'm going to get really big picture with you so we can keep it simple for everybody. And if you love the tech, then you'll also learn some cool things about this and be able to implement some of these things. So social media, by the way, LinkedIn for business to business and business to professional target market is one of the highest producing tools and systems out there. LinkedIn outproduces just about every single other platform. Twitter is next in line. Facebook is right after that. And then pretty much everything else falls to the wayside. So what we found, and this is our own research from us and for our clients, what we found is that LinkedIn produces about 2 to even 3 times more ROI than Facebook does. Now let's hear from Laura.
Okay. One of the exercises that we did in Hawk's 2-day program was to actually promote our business and a product within our business prior to even developing the product. We had ideas, we checked for market value to find out who would be interested, and then we put it out there as an opportunity. Everybody walked out of the program having made money. It makes you very confident that what you've got and what you're doing and what you know is what is needed in the outside field. It was worth it.
All right, so now let's talk about how do you actually generate leads online and get them offline. So each platform has a different way of doing it. Facebook, it's great to engage them on the spot, send them videos. LinkedIn, photos and articles. Tweets for Twitter and getting followers. When you're able to do that, you're able to build a connection with them and then ask them to meet with you one-on-one or at an event, which of course is extremely important because when you meet with someone, you can have a genuine conversation. Now, there's lots of ways you can do this. You can do it by phone, or video is even better. You can bring them out to coffee or lunch. You can do, go to a sporting event, come go golfing together, have them come to, an event that you're hosting or just an event that you're going to. This process has changed hundreds of lives. We make sure that we have a strategy in place and we're able to generate the leads that we need to be able to generate. We see an increase in conversions by over 33%. We see an increase in client engagement by 63%, and we see an increase of 100% in the way that they can generate leads and increase their revenue. A couple of clients that we've worked with. So Carl, we generated 1,200 leads and $60,000 with him in 60 days. Alon Torres, we helped him add $120,000 to his business by working 3 hours a week in his business. So changing what he does in 3 hours a week to add an extra $120,000 to his business. Yolanda spent a day with us and she was able to add $18 million a year to her business. We had a 93% opt-in and a 33% conversion rate on a 5K program with John. And in a 2-hour strategy session, she had a new business. We were able to design $140,000 profit per month without her having to go out and purchase the products that she was buying. So, are you ready to be our next success story? Because we're only looking for success stories. So if you are invited to complete the application. But here's the catch. We're only looking if you're willing to do a couple things. The first is to put systems to automate your marketing and sales together. So the question for you is, are you willing to do that? Are you willing to listen to us? We are the experts. You guys are the experts in what you do. We are the experts in marketing and sales. So we'll build the systems. You guys can focus on what you do best, and we'll continue, and we'll be able to work together and help you make a lot of money, at least $100,000 additional every single month with the right systems in place. And the last thing is you have to be willing to invest the time. You have to be willing to invest your resources and willing to invest the money that it takes to make the necessary changes and to get the results that you want to get. So if you're ready to do that, go ahead and complete the application below. At the end of the application, if you have not already scheduled your appointment yet, you can also do that. So we look forward to having a conversation with you if you're willing to be the next success story. And again, when you get on the call, you need to be 100% prepared. You need to get rid of all distractions. You need to be there to take action, to move forward, and understand that this is something that we're looking to bring you on as a client and to have you as a success story. So if you want to make an impact on the world, you want to make a huge return on investment as a result, not just in revenues, but in profits too. You want to benefit your community and you want to achieve your company's goals, then this program is going to help you do that. So go ahead, complete the application, and let's change your business and change lives. Thank you. I'll see you soon.